Hey guys, Joe here, the man who says the Red 9 is still perfect. And I'm here to recap UFC Fight Night, Holloway versus Allen. It's a pretty fun card, actually. I really don't have a lot to complain about. But enough talk. Let's just get to the fights. Main event, featherweight fight between the once longtime king, I should say, of the division, Max Holloway, and he's taking on the hot up-and-coming guy, Arnold Allen. And out the gate, it was clear Max was wanting to utilize footwork and just his defense in general, while making the most of his offense by extending his combinations. Like, he would kind of wait, and then occasionally come in, but he's not going in for like one or two little shots. He's going in there putting together 4s and 5s as well. And Max was doing a good job of punishing the guard of Arnold Allen. Like, Allen's covering up pretty decently up high with like some, not really shoulder rolls, but trying to put the guard up the best he can. It's hard guarding in MMA, because we don't have big gloves to hide behind like in boxing or kickboxing. So Max does what he does best, which is attack the body. He was throwing great straights to the body at the end of the combinations, and I thought that was pretty slick. Because Allen wasn't really covering up the body a ton in the fight, and he was doing a good job, covering up his head when he wasn't running into a punch, because Allen's like trying to pressure from the southpaw position, coming in with like the left hand. He's getting open, sometimes he'll run into like a couple shots here and there. Second round though, Allen really did take it to Max, landing a lot of just clean left hooks, I should say, just clean on the jaw, doing a great job, I felt like. And man, Max's chin is still just legendary effing chin on that dude. Giving Dan Henderson, who probably, because he was at light heavyweight for most of it, it's a lot more power and force going up there, but who I think still might have like the best chin, him and like Fedor. But man, Max's chin might be topping it for me. Like, those are like my top 3 chins. That one's probably, Max might be number 1 for me right now, because he stumbled once really, but it was like for like a split second. It wasn't really ever, it didn't seem like he was ever like in clear signs of being really rocked by these shots. Third round though, Max is doing really well defensively, making the defensive adjustments as he needs to. It's kind of frustrating Allen, and he is also starting to get his timing a lot better. Fourth round, he just started kind of running away with it, it felt like to me. He had his timing down, and particularly with this body kick. No one talks about Max Holloway's kicks. Like, Max Holloway, fantastic kicker. Everyone just talks about his boxing, but his kicks are very underrated and very, very good, I think. Fifth round, and the fruits of Allen's labor were starting to bear fruit, but they weren't ripe, I guess, if that metaphor works. So Allen had been using this lead right kick to the body or to the head to attempt to force Max to go to his left for the big left hand. And he finally was like kind of starting to get it. He was, and that combined with his just increased aggression was allowing him to kind of really push the pace. And I thought he was winning the round, but he couldn't really get the finish, it seemed like. Again, Max chin, kind of unheard of in how good it is. Really putting the aggression on him, really going after him. And then like last 10 seconds kind of had like reminded me of the Ricardo Lamas Max Holloway fight, where they're both like, yeah, let's go. And they just start gunning for each other. And Allen goes for this huge bomb, and Max Holloway just goes left, right, boom, just clean, and drops Allen like right as the bell's like signaling. It was awesome. Fantastic fight. Max Holloway did win a unanimous decision, deservedly so. And then here's where the awkward talk kind of comes in. What now? I mean, like, Max beat the interim champion, the current interim champion, who's getting a title shot next. And let's say Volkanovski beats Yair Rodriguez. What now? Do we do this fourth Volkanovski fight? Like, but he the first two are close, don't get me wrong, but the third one wasn't, like, at all. Volk's kind of ran away with it, and that was the most recent fight between them. Volk seems like he's just kind of pulling away. This division honestly needed Arnold Allen to win, I felt like. And with Max winning, I think it kind of creates problems. It's kind of like with Bobby Knuckles at middleweight, I think. Who's my favorite middleweight, by the way. But Bobby Knuckles is killing off contenders left and right. Every time he fights, he's killing off a guy. Just, no, you're not getting the shot. It's still me at the top. And I personally think Rob beat Izzy in the rematch. But it's really awkward. It creates an awkward situation, and it's really awkward with Max because Max is this fantastic Hall of Fame level fighter still, and he doesn't seem like he's fading away at all, to me at least. And so what do? Like, I mean, it's kind of unfair, but do you go, hey, you got to go to 155 because we can't have a division with you just killing everybody? It's one thing if the champ's killing everybody. It's one thing if, like, the clear number 2 guy is killing everybody off. So what do? Like, I think it's really unfair to say, go up to lightweight, no more here. But I just don't know. I don't know what the solution is to this problem at all. I'm really curious what you guys think. Yeah, I'm really curious because I just don't know what you do. I think a lot of it's either unfair to Max because that's not his fault. He's smoking dudes, at featherweight. But whatever. I don't know.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are.
But then for the co-main event, a fight I was really excited for, Edson Barboza, Bill Quarantillo. I thought this fight was going to be like not a coming out party per se, but kind of a good showing for Quarantillo because he's like an all-action kind of brawler with like some good clinch work and good power. And with his pressure, I thought he was going to be able to pressure Edson Barboza to the fence and just kind of bully him for the fight. And with good shots back and forth, kind of creating like cool situations. And that didn't happen at all. So he does actually press Barboza to the cage with his forward movement, forward pressure. And Barboza throws a punch as Quarantillo is punching into a level change and just runs right into the knee. He hits the cage hard and is out, basically. And just, yeah. A great showing, an incredible knockout from a guy a lot of people were counting out because his career is admittingly winding down. But I say that, and Barboza's in his late 30s, by the way, with lots of mileage on him. In his post-fight press conference, he was like, or press interview, cage interview, whatever. He was like, I got a lot of gas in the tank, and I want to fight someone ranked. Sure, And my brain instantly went to a guy, Super Sadiq Youssef. Sounds like a banger to me. Come on, just UFC, give me Mick Maynard's job already. I will do a much better job at it. Maybe not, but I'll do it. Come on, this guy's the one you want to hire. And there wasn't any other big fights on the card. I felt like, but there was a lot of stuff that's worth talking about. I think so. Let's just kind of breeze through them. Why not? Dustin Jacoby, he couldn't complete his comeback in round 3, and he lost the unanimous decision to Azamat Mirzakhanov. Actually, it's a really fun fight. Dustin Jacoby, Superboy material. Someone house this man. It was a fun fight. I actually really enjoyed it. First round, he got knocked down. Second round, he got hurt really bad near the end and survived at the end of the round. Third round, he actually looked like he was hurting Mirzakhanov for a couple times. So good stuff. Ian Cutelaba made an enemy of me by stopping my boy Tanner Boser in the first round. No actual disrespect, though, to Ian Cutelaba. I think this is a good win after a career that's had rough patches at times, and this is a good one to have at light heavyweight. It's a good one, so good job, buddy. But I do hate it, the fact that it was my dude you beat up. So Pedro Munoz did his best to avenge Frankie Edgar by beating Chris Gutierrez by unanimous decision, and I'm talking about this one for a couple of reasons. Chris Gutierrez was given the job of fighting Frankie Edgar in Frankie Edgar's last fight when he was a very good matchup for Frankie Edgar, and the idea that he has a style that can just KO Frankie Edgar. And he did. Okay? They didn't push him. The UFC did not push him after the fact. I had no idea he was fighting on this card until someone brought it up Friday. I was like, oh, I wanted to see him fight again. This is an exciting kicker with good knees, obviously. Yeah, I wanted to see this stuff. No idea he was fighting until literally Friday. Why? You give him the big fight, and you're not gonna, I don't know. It felt like punishment booking to an extent, but not really. Also want to give a congratulations to Ed Herman and Zach Cummings. They both had a fight. They both fought each other. Zach Cummings winning by TKO, but they both retired at the same time. Something I haven't seen before, but once again, I want to go ahead and just give my congratulations to those two. Fantastic careers for both of them. Good stuff. You talk about what's a Hall of Fame level guy. for you. And I think I'm actually like weirdly okay with these journeyman loyal guys who have just willing to fight anybody kind of making it to the Hall of Fame. Guys who had like mainstay names. I'm not suggesting he should be in the Hall of Fame, but if we're okay with that concept of going to the Hall of Fame, Ed Herman might not have the name recognition for a lot of people, like a cowboy, who is in it for the company man reasons and all the reasons I just said. Ed Herman doesn't really have that name value like a cowboy did, because Cowboy was a star. But, honestly, give the guy some love. I mean, that guy was long career in the UFC, lot of fights, a lot of good stuff in there, and a lot of good memories. He always cracked me up on The Ultimate Fighter, season 3, and he's just doing stupid stuff, and like, what are you gonna say? You're gonna try to call me out for it on the street? I dare you to try it. Like, I don't know, it just kind of made me giggle. So congratulations to them. Also, Bill Algeo faked a retirement just so he could get a post-fight interview. You know what? Con the system, brother. Con that system. Dana was pissed, which brings me joy, killing any chance I have of getting McMahon's job. But it was great. But anyways, that is it for me. I will be back next week for the Pavlovich Blades card, which actually, fun little card. I was looking at it. Song Yadong, Ricky Simone, Brad Tavares, and Bruno Silva should be kind of fun. And Bobby Green, Jared Gordon. Bobby Green, such a blast to watch fight. Jared Gordon, I kind of wonder where his momentum is post Pimblett robbery. So, Pimblett robbing him. So, very curious. Also, of course, we did put out a retro review last week on the channel. Pride 33. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. It's my favorite one. It's my favorite one in my award-winning series. I get to talk about Pride, so of course it's my favorite promotion ever. I want to talk about Pride. Anyways, I'm Joe with the INC. Thank you for watching.